of the hour. So that's still to come. So if you missed out on that over a year ago, we were able, thanks to the Native Americans that have, you know, their parcels of Sleeping Beauty that they have collected from years past, because we can't mind any Sleeping Beauty right now.
Oh, no.
It's completely closed, so it's just not happening. Alrighty, so we are starting things off with these brand new earrings. And Jennifer, you've been wearing these throughout the show. We've had numerous calls saying, what are those fabulous earrings that Jennifer is wearing? They are brand new today. They're a perfect length. These are coming in at about 1.5 inches in length, featuring beautiful Kingman Turquoise. They're cabochons. They are a drop design. They have that gorgeous handcrafted rope detailing, beautiful handcrafted beading detailing, finished off perfectly again, all finished and polished in the back. The large butterfly backings on here, and special spring Tucson event price at $124.90. They look beautiful on you.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the designer and this look here, Jennifer.
The artisan here, his name is Greg Yazzie, and his inspiration comes from the gifts of the creator, which is rain. And so the rain helps, you know, life, helps growth and everything around it. And so as you see here, he's working on a certain type of jewelry that he's making. And so you can see that they have their time and effort in that piece. And so they're putting a lot of their heart into it, because they put down the thought within their head, and they're coming up with this piece of creation that we have here.
And it's, I mean, on Sue and on you, it's another great example. If you're new to handcrafted Southwestern jewelry, start right here.
Yes.
I mean, they're just great. And, you know, we were talking about what we're seeing in jewelry from the Tucson show. And of course, I mean, everybody's clamoring to get as much turquoise as they can, because, you know, unfortunately, it's just getting more and more expensive, and the mines are closing and so forth. And it's really getting more difficult to get the larger millimeters, the larger sizes, and so forth. The fact of the matter is, earrings are always one of our most popular and most requested, but typically they're the most expensive, because you think about it, handcrafting, you're making two works of art here. And they have to be balanced and proportioned and everything.
Oh, yes, and what the artisans do, the majority of the time they're working within their home. So with the Navajo people, you have either a whole family unit living together in a one-room hogan. So imagine a home with a bunch of people, and plus the artisan sitting there. And what they do is they work within their means, and a lot of the time they have to go into the next town to get their provisions, because you don't have the electricity out there, you don't have the running water, and so what they have is what they need, because what they're doing is they're feeding their families, and so they have to make each and every piece perfect, because this is what feeds their culture.
And when, you know, it's such a great point, because I always love the stories when you worked, you know, when you work one-on-one and you share the great stories about their lives. It's not like they're going into a huge, you know, building where they're mass producing anything. Now, when you see appraisals like this, and you know this, Jennifer, I mean, living in the Southwest and being Native American, and these pieces, absolutely at $245. I mean, if you could find the selection like we have here at HSN, isn't that true? And
especially the uniqueness of each and every piece. What the artisans do is that when they look at this, they would imagine what their families would like, their wives would like, their husbands. And so that's a lot of love that's put into each and every piece, because no one would make a piece that, you know, someone wouldn't like. And so what you have here is that whole comfortability and their home and love and effort put into each piece.
And you can tell, you can feel it. And that's why we love your testimonials. We love hearing from you. This is our Tucson Gem event. It's always one of our most special events with our Chaco Canyon with Jennifer Juan, who joins us. It's one of the only handcrafted, fully handcrafted jewelry lines besides J. King that we feature here at HSN, and obviously inspired, created, and made from Native American, from different specific tribes that are known for, and I love hearing what, you know, different ones master it, right? And you'll